All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 33 of Iron and Ceramite. And as usual, joined by John
Hello.
and Glenn.
Uh,
And I think normally we're obviously very well prepared with all of the content that we'd like to talk about. But this week we've actually got some content because John went to a tournament.
Yeah.
And so that will probably form a lot of the topic of discussion. And it's probably quite well. I always find it quite useful hearing about tournaments, especially before I start going to any, um, just because you never know what to expect. So, John, I suppose starting with that tournament and whether you joined a tournament on Saturday yesterday, so Saturday.
No, it was today.
It was today. Oh, it was
It was
today.
today.
It was a Sunday.
Oh, no, I'm fresh off of it today. Yeah.
Oh, okay, even better. All right, fantastic.
Yeah,
So it's today, and this one was Warzone Gillingham, right?
it was. Yeah. Yeah, normal one day RTT. And I tell you how frazzled I am. When I walked through the front door, I could not remember the last game I played. It took me ages to remember it, but we're going to go down. I've got notes, so it's all fresh in my memory now. So yeah, what
Very
do you
good.
want to do? Go one game at a time, I suppose.
Well,
So,
before we dive into that,
oh
just
yeah.
to give people more context, what does RTT even stand for?
You tell me.
I can tell you, yeah, Glenn. Do you know this one? You must know this one, Glenn. Do you? If not, it's fine. I can cover it.
I'm drawing a blank on this one.
Do you know
So
what's funny? I watched a video where they literally told me it the other day
it
because it
is.
does stand for something, doesn't it?
It does. So it's a Rogue Trader tournament. Um,
Yeah,
which is why it's the 1 day format and doesn't qualify. So you have the RTTs, which are always the 1 days, the rogue trader, often run by shops and groups, and then you have the bigger majors, which are your or grand tournaments, which tend to be your 5 game 2 day plus. But that's the RTT. So John, the RTT, you sign up for it, you pay your entrance fee,
Yeah,
um, and then typically a lot of tournament organisers will use an app called Best Coast Pairings.
yes,
This was the case with Warzone as well, wasn't it?
absolutely. Yep.
And that's effectively what they use to match you, right? So they'll
Yeah,
match you against based on the scores as you go along.
yes,
So you already knew yesterday before your tournament who opponent one was, right?
I did. And it was Eldari
Yep.
Aspect Host. So, yeah, I had the time to do a bit of planning, but I actually played Eldari on Wednesday at the club because I was trying to build a list ready for this tournament. And going into it, I was on a 3 game losing streak, so it's gone really well up until then. And it's quite funny because I played Eldar and a few things happened in it because I've only played them like once before. A few things happened, and I was like, okay, I will watch out for these things. And those things happened again.
So
So well, it was fun.
sneaky
Uh,
space elves doing sneaky space elf stuff.
Do you know what? It's doing like a 20 something inch move to get out your home objective, and I was like, okay, I'm ready for it. Got things in place, um, but then when they get in, kill you, and then are able to like stay out of the way of the things you drop in. Because when
Yeah.
you, well, I'll go into it in more detail. I'm skipping ahead, but yeah,
Well, why don't we start with? So you knew you were up against Eldari, but
yep,
you'd already submitted your list because with tournaments you have to submit your list a number of days beforehand,
yeah, it
so
had
it
to be
can't
in
be
by
changed.
Friday, I think.
Right. And what I suppose I know we probably talked about it a little bit last time, but what did you have in your list this time? What was the
So
list?
I went with the Tallyman. I went with 2 Lords of Contagion, with each leading 3 Death Shroud. One Lord had a 5 up crit on his weapon for an enhancement, and the other one had +1 to his strength attacks and gave devastating wounds to his weapon. So they're pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Then I had one 5-man Plague Marines in a Rhino, and in that Rhino were 2 Malignant Plague Casters, so not leading, and that's obviously so they can drive around in the Rhino doing their horrible, powerful flamer move.
Yep.
In the other Rhino, I had 10 Plague Marines, and they were led by a Malignant Plague Caster and a Putrefier, so that gives you lots of shooting, sustained, and crits on a 5. with those two characters. I had 2 sets of spawn for scouting, 2 sets of poxwalkers for infiltrating, and then the thing I've been more excited to run is the 3 bloat drones with heavy blight launchers. So,
right.
36-inch range, D6 +2 plus blast, hits on freeze, lethal hits, strength 10, AP2, damage 3. Should be point and delete, right?
Pretty nasty stuff.
Yes.
It's only really not effective when it comes up against the really high toughness stuff, right?
I am sensing
so
they
you
did
would
not
think.
perform that fantastically because you said should be point and delete.
Yeah.
I'm sensing maybe it did not go to plan.
Yeah.
Hey, there's 3 games to go through. You don't know that.
Yeah.
I know you quite well, John. I think I know it.
Yeah. There's a lot of pointing, not much deleting. But
There was a lot, yeah. So let's go. So yeah, and then I got there. So that was the list. I looked at the Eldar one, and I thought, okay, is it Lilith? I think the name is something like that. Lycra.
So this is the aspect host. So it won't be Lilith because she's Drakari.
Dinzar,
right?
wasn't it?
Oh, Lycus.
Oh, the warp
No.
spider.
Yeah.
The warp, warps like the warp spider. Yeah.
So Lycus, I was prepared. I thought I was prepared for because I played someone with that the other day, and that's the one that can just propel them across the board.
There, because the warp spiders, their thing is the flicker jump, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. Okay.
So that was the one thing I was worried about, and then there was another character, but I forget the name. Also, not saying I wanted to get into it, but everything else I looked at, there wasn't any big vehicles. It was.
Yep.
I think I sent you the list broken up. So let me just get up. So there was the hawks, flying hawks,
Swooping hawks. Yeah.
swooping hawks. So there was 3 of those. There was hang on a second because
A lot of Dark
yeah.
Reapers, wasn't it?
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
he did have
the other big thing was the avatar. Okay, so I was like, that's the thing to avoid. And then James Czar was the other character. So there was some Corsair Void Reapers, but then there was Dark Reapers ×4, Howling Banshees, Rangers that did the scouting, Shining Spears, and Swooping Hawks, and then the Warp Spiders. So
lots and lots of
tough.
but lots and lots of minimum sized units, or MSUs as they like to say these days.
Yeah.
So lots and lots of those to run around and do actions and stay out of the way.
Absolutely. So I was like, okay, the way to deal with this is probably try and be a bit aggressive, get into stuff so it doesn't stick around. So they got deploy first, and they got first turn.
So one step back there. So on a tournament day, let's say, so this is your first tournament. What time did you start? So what time's first game kick off?
So first game kicked off at 9.
9 o'clock, and it's
So,
what, 2.5 hours or 2:45?
2:45, because they give you 45. Sorry, they give you 15 for setting up. But we were all ready to go pretty much on time. So I got there at 8:30, set the table up, shook hands with the opponent. He was nice, but really nice guy. He was at one of the tournaments we did. I think he came first at one of the tournaments.
Was that probably the other Warzone one we did at the end of the year? Yeah, makes sense.
One, yeah. So I was like, okay, someone who knows what he's doing. But yeah, so yeah. We got going?
So they got first turn.
Yeah.
What was your deployment? What was the map you were on and the primaries?
So it was take and hold tipping point. So long ways with the step.
Yep.
So immediately scouted onto or infiltrated onto my natural expansion.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I tried doing. So I put mine in the mid. My first box walkers in the middle, to try and do a bit of blocking there, and then my other box walkers I just put on my home objective because I thought I just need bodies on it because I thought I knew what's coming, so I want to try and protect it. And then he basically put them in a spot where when we deployed, that was it. Everything was in a good position. Everything was quite conservative and hidden.
Did he have lots of? Because I know the swooping hawks they can deep strike, right? So was there lots of stuff in deep strike, or
No,
did he have?
he really didn't have anything in deep strike. It was he had, I think, the Dark Reapers in reserves, and that was it.
Right.
Everything else was on the board because the movement's so good, and he was everything was just, he was staging really well, so everything was just hidden.
Fine. And what about you? Yeah? Was it usual death shroud up in the
Death
air?
Shroud, and I thought I'd try something different because I didn't want to get point and deleted. So I kept the Rhino with the 5-man Marines off and put it in
Okay.
reserves. So I thought I'll try and push up with everything else and they can come in. So that was that. So then he won the roll off. So got first turn. So then when it comes to scouting, I didn't really want to put my middle spawn out into the open because there was no benefit to it. And I couldn't move. I moved my other spawn an inch because of where he'd put his infiltrators. So that was that. And then he moved up. He didn't really put a lot out. That first turn, there was almost no shooting. He just put things on objectives, kept everything in cover. So when it came to my turn, the only real thing I did was chuck the spawn in.
Yeah.
And they just didn't. They did not. It was a 5-man squad, and I killed 2 things. And then quite smartly, he didn't fight back, so I didn't get to do the mortal wounds.
So okay, so this is quite interesting. So he's got his thing that you've moved the spawn forward,
Yeah.
and you've charged into combat with the spawn.
Yeah.
And then you've obviously fought with the spawn.
Yeah.
And then you killed some, so that then they're out of combat.
I killed 2. He kept them in combat, but he just didn't fight back. Because if he fights back, then I get to do mortals.
Oh, that's interesting. So this is interesting stuff. I thought you had to fight back.
No, he just kept me blocked in.
No, but what I mean is, I thought if you were in combat,
yeah,
you don't have the choice. Because that's why, otherwise, I'd never fight back with the flayed ones when we have our fights.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why would I do that?
I can't, because it was the first thing. He may well have kept out of combat so he didn't fight back. That might have been why. All I know is he said, I'm not fighting back with those. And that may have been why. He may have taken the 2 out because
I was going to say, if he takes the 2 out and then they're not in.
So, normally with me, like your flayed ones as well, we do the same thing where we put them in a little blob.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. He had them 2 inches, so spaced out well. So I couldn't come around the side of the board and move in. So my charge was my move was hampered, so I couldn't get onto the point, and then my charge was in.
Right.
So he was really spaced out, so he didn't pile into me. So yeah, it must have been out.
That would have been it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
He had anyway. If we go back a step, so he had assassinate, extend battle lines. He extended battle lines, got that. I actually got aerial denial, so my spawn went out into the middle, took that, and I cleansed on that. So that was my best. That was my best round for that game. I went out, scored aerial denial, attempted aerial denial. So you always think, oh, that's quite nice. 5 points. So that was the first turn.
Good start.
Second turn, he got 10 on the primary. Cleanse he got for 1. Defend stronghold he got because I was never getting to his line.
Did he burn assassinate or did he?
He burned assassinate, so he got the CP. He then threw everything forwards and just blocks me in. So his hawk units came out.
Yeah,
kept me back. So when it comes to my movement turn, I was stuck. So I couldn't really go anywhere. I kept my drones 2 separate. So I didn't. This is the thing I learned at the end. I didn't create a firing lane that was scary to him because I was trying to hold back. Because what he said to me is everything here is anti-vehicle, everything here is anti-infantry. So in the back of my mind, I was like, well, I don't want to expose myself. What I should have done is just been aggressive. So I kept things back 1 turn too long.
Right.
And he just took advantage of it and was all over me.
So when we talk about move blocking with the swooping hawks, because the swooping hawks they're pretty squishy, right? Oh well, all those are pretty squishy. So he jumped them forward because he had 3 squads?
3 squads.
So he jumps them forward and puts them in front of your bods.
Yeah.
I take it then because they're exposed then, right?
Yeah. So I did kill it. I didn't have a lot of in the way of anything to shoot on the board. So I had 2 spawn that don't shoot. I had poxwalkers that don't do a lot of shooting. The drones picked up. They weren't picking up the whole units. So
Right.
I didn't have in a position where I could point and delete a unit successfully, or like if I missed, the second drone couldn't then pick it up. So I was putting into each squad and just
Yeah.
not doing enough work basically.
Gotcha.
I did then manage to kill them in my turn eventually, but not so I got 4 points for engage because what I did was dropped in. I fell back some spawn on both sides.
Yeah.
They had minimal wounds each. They weren't doing anything, so I fell them back round just to get in the table quarters. So the only way I got spawn, engage, was just by a bit of trickery and running away.
Yeah.
And then obviously they were not long for this world. But that was the only time I scored any primary till the end of the game, and that's because that was the last time I held my own objective. Because turn 3 happened, he got bring it down and sabotage.
Yeah.
So he managed to. Yeah, this is where I think the avatar came out. So he did his flicker move, took my home objective off me.
Right.
And that was a nightmare. He started killing drones because the avatar came out. He had his shining spears come out, and they're pretty nasty.
Because the shining spears are the jet bikes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did I do? So yeah, that was that. So his first turn, that's where he took me off every point, which was nasty. And then I got a display of might, so I couldn't get out of my deployment zone, so I burnt that. And then I got defend stronghold, which was brilliant because I already lost my stronghold.
Yeah.
And then I got mark for death. So what I did was I did what I didn't want to do, dropped in my death shroud on my own deployment zone. And then I dropped him in the center to go after something else. And then I failed 2 6-inch charges. And then I re-rolled a 5-inch charge into a 3-inch charge. So my death shroud didn't do anything. Then I had my 5-man plague marines needed a 10 to do anything. They didn't get in. My big blob of plague marines needed something to get in. They didn't get in. Then I tried a tank shock with a rhino. That didn't get in. So my third turn was chargeless, and I was just in an island then.
That's rough, right? Because that's when you need them to go up. And your death shroud, anyone that watches the channel hopefully knows by now that your death shroud are broken and shouldn't hold any fear to anyone playing your death shroud. Other death shroud, really scary. Not John's.
So this is it. And I was like, okay, at least I can get my stronghold back. Denying that, couldn't even do it. And the thing is, as well, I couldn't. If I'd flamed them, they would have then done a move anyway to make that charge longer. But then there was enough of them hanging around to do damage back to me. So that was that. So that was turn 3, was pretty eventful for him. So then obviously his turn 4, he maxed out the primary because he was all over the place.
Yep.
Behind enemy lines, he was already 1. He moved his avatar up and charged that into the Death Shroud.
Right.
So that got him 2 for that. Tempting target. It didn't really matter what I picked because he was on everything but 1. So he got that. So turn 4, what did I say? Interesting happened. So there was one thing I could have overwatched, but if I'd overwatched the scouts that took the tempting target, he had 3 other units that he would have thrown on there anyway.
Right.
But then I did manage to finally get the Death Shroud in to Lycus and her squad. Killed that. The other ones, they did quite a bit of work on the avatar, so that was okay. But I didn't score any primaries, but I did get Assassinate for Lycus, and I did get no prison. So I started scoring points again.
Yeah.
After the 2 rounds.
It sounded like their turn, the Eldar turn 3 was their go turn, as any space elves, whether good or bad variety, they like to have their go turns. It sounded like that was turn 3 was that turn. Absolutely. And because he's going first as well, he needs to score primary.
Yeah.
So that sounds right.
But that was it. But that was it. And then obviously going to his last turn, so he had 10 because I'd managed to take him off from my home, and one of the other ones. And then he got engaged on all fronts. He was everywhere. He had the units. He had display of might. I barely had anything left at that point, so he scored well there. But obviously, my primary for my last turn, I score at the end.
Yep.
So luckily, I did have just enough. So I got recover assets for 2 units because the Tallyman survived this game, and the
Oh,
Tallyman performed every single turn on that game. He tallied me a CP.
very good.
So I was very happy with his performance. And then overall force killed I killed a scout squad and I killed the avatar. So I actually ended with a lot of points, and then I had 3 primary points, 3 objectives at the end. So that game ended with 88 to 61. So it was a lot closer thanks to going second, I think.
Yeah,
If
you
I'd
get
gone
that.
first, probably not.
You get that the big last turn. It really helps bring those scores to be a which interestingly from a tournament point of view and like how the matching works, especially most tournaments doing the Swiss pairings,
Yeah.
actually scoring well, even if you lose, potentially means you go up against a better person that has also lost their first game, rather than the person that's had the worst start to the day.
Absolutely.
So okay, so that was Eldari, doing their usual tricks, even though you're kind of prepped for it, but still weren't able to.
No, it's funny, isn't it? Because I was like, mentally, I was like, okay, I know what they do, I know what I want to do, and then if we had to talk about it afterwards, because again, like when you play someone who is clearly quite adept, they go to a lot of events. So playing with him, it was like clinical because if you haven't been to tour, when we played together, although we've been a bit more competitive the last year, I say, but when you play with other people that don't go to tournaments, it's a bit more relaxed. But with him, it was so he was really good because he was explaining everything, but it was like he was moving stuff and it was all play by intent. So it was like, these going here. The idea is you can't shoot them. And he was like showing me. He was like, so everything he was doing, he was like, they're going here. So you literally need to get to this point before you can shoot it. I'm moving here so I can see that, but I can't see it. And it was like a clinical game.
Yeah.
And he moved and he was fast. And we had about 40 minutes left at the end.
Okay, so you played in good time as well.
No absolutely.
No need for a chess clock or anything like that.
No. We flew through it, but mainly because he knew his army. To be fair, I didn't have to check my rules too much. But yeah, he knew his army, he knew what he wanted to do, and he just executed it. He was like, yep. Didn't waste time. He wasn't like, I'm in an R in and is this going to work? Is that good? He literally had a plan and run me away. The only thing he said at the end is like, definitely was too conservative, didn't create any like dangerous firing lanes for him.
Yeah.
I think he said like you was too scared of me for no reason. I was like, yeah, it's because I heard anti-vehicle, anti-infantry, and that's like most of my army. So I was like, okay, I don't want to come out, but I probably should have. But yeah.
Yeah. What was the remind me? What were his units that had the anti-infantry, anti-vehicle?
Oh, gosh, I couldn't tell you.
Was it the Shining Spears?
Must be the anti-vehicle.
Yeah.
And then there was like his.
Maybe the Void Reavers, maybe someone like that, or it could be.
I think it might have been in combat. Actually, it was the spiders, the warp spiders.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that would check out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was good. It was a really good game, but yeah, that was a battering, and it was so hot in there. So we were playing in the shop up the top.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I went and got some fresh air. Went for a walk. I tried to talk myself up for the next game.
Okay, take a moment, like give yourself a bit of time. Because then, okay, so that's your first game. Starts at 9.
Yeah.
Do they then break for lunch? Do you get
So we had 45 minutes for lunch plus the 40 minutes left of the game. So very quickly, while you are asking me, I'm just going to send you the next list.
Okay, cool.
So that should be with you now. So game 2. I went from table 9 to table 7. Not that it means too much. And I played World Eaters.
Ooh, okay. All right.
It was the Berserker Warband. Now, I want you to have a look at that list because when I saw that, I was like, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay. So obviously, people watching along just hear us going, okay, and then looking at it. But like explaining it through. So obviously, Berserker Warband, the only way to play World Eaters right now. Lots of charging and melee and general nasty stuff. Now, going through as you've sent it to us, obviously, start up, led by Khan the Betrayer. Makes sense. Nasty, great character, lots of fun. Then, unsurprisingly, 3 10-man squads of berserkers. Oh no, actually, sorry. There's 2 10-man squads by the looks of it, and then a 20-man squad.
Yeah.
So also annoyingly, that's Cull the Horde as well. Should that come up, but we'll come on to that. So you got lots and lots of Khorne berserkers.
Khan was leading the 20-man.
He was in the 20-man, okay, and then 2 land raiders.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming maybe one of the squads is in the land raider.
So yeah, the 2 10-man squads were in each land raider.
Fine, and then the big 20 starts on the deck.
Yep.
And then you've got 2 squads of Chaos Terminators.
They started on nothing started in Deep Strike. They started on the board.
Okay, fantastic. And then the real thing that I was not expecting to see at the end of the list, which would have just tends to put the fear of God into everyone. He then had a Cerastus Knight Castigator. So he had a knight as well.
Yeah. Honestly, have you seen the picture below that massive axe?
Let's have a look. Yeah, because oh yeah.
Honestly,
okay.
It was so cool. But you know, like we always say, like if I put Morty down or you put a Catan down, you go, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the distraction piece. That's the thing to avoid.
Yeah.
Deal with the rest of the. So I went when he was doing it. Oh, so that's the thing. That's the distraction piece. He went, absolutely not. And then he told me, it's like it's going to get in. It's going to punt your Marines off the board. It's not going to care about Terminators. And he was showing me the stats, and I was like, oh no. And he went, don't worry, it's going to come straight at you. Because sometimes you play a knight and you keep them back.
Oh well, yeah. No, I mean, it depends because that's the what's it? The Knight Cerastus Cascade is the combat one. So he's like I've had the fun of playing knights now, both chaos and imperial varieties, and the combat ones. You just have to they just throw them forward. Like you just gotta, and you do have to deal with them. And unfortunately, because they're high toughness, and the same with the land raiders as well. It means your shooty drones aren't quite as shooty as you want them to be. But I'm sure I'm foreshadowing what we're going to hear about.
Yeah. So this is an interesting thing to go as well. So obviously, when you're setting up the game, so this one was Crucible Battle. So this is the diagonal one.
Yep.
And Hidden Supplies. So the extra objective.
Oh, okay. So probably, and again, so from an unlucky draw perspective, like the first one, obviously taking holds nice and easy from a mental load point of view. You just got to take objectives, hold on to them.
Yeah.
But you're facing loads and loads of minimal size units in that one with the Eldari.
Yeah.
This one, you've got extra objectives, and you're facing a swarm of berserkers that are just going to spread out all over them, I'd imagine.
Yep, absolutely. So then you go through setting up. So obviously I went tactical, but he went fixed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
what did he pick?
With Assassinate. So I had 7 characters.
Yeah.
2 of which can stand back up. So potentially 9 characters, because that's the Lord of Contagions.
Yes.
The 2 up, they can stand back up.
Yeah, because for the purpose of Assassinate, you get it when you kill the character.
Yeah.
And then if they stand back up,
kill it again.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. Okay, so lots of Assassinate.
And then Storm Hostile Objective. So, like, it's fishing, basically, isn't it? Reel them in, smash them off.
Yeah.
So, I got first turn. Don't think I wanted it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But, the only thing I kept in Deep Strike was the Terminators, but I put both Rhinos on because I thought I need to be on the board. You got to be in it to win it. It didn't work last time, so I went first. So first turn, tempting target, engage on all fronts. Tempting target was easy because I was infiltrated on one, scouted next to another. So he picked one, and I got it. Engage on all fronts. I had 3 table quarters. So, but everything was hidden. No, tell a lie. His 20-man was exposed.
Yeah.
So I put all 3 drones into position. First drone shot. So D6 plus 2.
plus
blast,
4
right?
for blast, right?
So it would have been 4 for blast plus 2, and I think I rolled a 4-ish maybe. How many do you think I killed? AP2 damage 3.
So you got 10. So you got 10 shots.
Yeah.
Effectively, you rolled up 10 shots, hitting on threes.
Mhm.
Lethal hits.
Lethal hits.
Well, yeah. The law of averages said you should be getting about 6 or 7 hits.
I killed 3 with 1 drone. The second drone killed 2, and I think and the third drone might have got a couple. I can't quite remember, but I did not kill. I think I got him down to about 12, but then he blood surged, but that was okay because he just blood surged to get in. So that was really disappointing from the drones. And what I'd done as well, which I don't normally do, so I'd moved the tallyman where he could see because he only needed line of sight, and I spent the CP to re-roll the amount of shots going into them off of the drone. So anything that could re-roll amount of shots. So I thought, easy. There's 21 with Khan, 21 models. Re-rolling the shots. I should smash this. And I didn't even do half the unit. So that was sad, but it is what it is. So then his turn, what did I say? So he pushed up. He left his home objective and literally said, have that if you want it. I'm coming for you.
I was going to say,
don't score for your own objective.
That's what I was going to say. The mission, so the only reason he'd need to hold it is for a secondary like defend stronghold.
Yeah.
Fine. So he just went, I don't care anyway. Very, very Khorne berserker.
Yeah.
I'm just coming straight for you.
Yeah. So what happened then? So I was thinking about, so I did think about it when it come round to my turn too. I thought about dropping in, but then I was like, he's coming at me, so I don't really want him. If he comes back, there's a lot more to come back.
Yeah.
So in his turn, his land raiders, because I'd exposed to shoot, he killed 2 drones and put 1 drone down to 2 wounds.
Because I take it they were because they're las cannon land raiders.
Yeah.
And then they're also, because they're in the what's it called, world eaters.
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking that they shoot worse, but they get rapid fire?
Yeah, he was getting rapid fire from quite a distance as well. I think it was like 20 inches. Yeah.
Yeah. Because a las cannon on a land raider is going to be 48, something like that. So,
and his knight obviously did a bit of, because his knight had a big, they had a big axe. He had a massive gun as well. So yeah, he killed 2 drones. And this is the thing. I was like, okay, as long as the drones survive, I'll just keep doing stuff. But yeah. He destroyed 2 drones in his first turn, and I was like, okay, that's not good, because they were like, they're the things that were supposed to scare him from coming out into the open.
Yeah.
And he just called my bluff and and this is the thing as well. If you're not hitting in buns, nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So that was that. So that was turn 1. And then he managed to, obviously he stormed because he blood surged onto one of the objectives that I had a spawn on. So that was a nice, easy secondary for him.
Yep.
So turn 2, I only got 5 for the primary because he obviously pushed forward and knocked me out of the way. But I got Cole the Horde.
So that squad of 20 that's now down to 12.
Yeah, got Cole the Horde, and I got Recover Assets. So I had a Rhino in the right place. I had a Tallyman for Recover. I dropped in both squads of Death Shroud into the middle.
6-inch charge on that big squad. That's what you're looking for?
Double 8s. So they got in.
Nice.
Got round. So crits of 5.
Crits of 5. Yeah. Lethal, sustained, lance.
Sustained, lance. Yeah. That's the first unit. Second unit, lethal, sustained, lance. Strength 1, devastating wound. Swept with everything to get the extra, like, max out.
Yeah.
Dominate, destroyed them. Win for the Death Guard. Like, they absolutely cold the Horde. Although Khan stood back up on 3 wounds.
Khan does like standing back up. That's very true.
It wasn't like a dominating thing as well. It was like I killed the squad with like 2 wounds to spare. It was luck. Weight of dice did that for me.
Fine. So
I did call the Horde, and I was quite grateful because quite often you get call the Horde, it takes you a turn or 2.
I can't do it. Yeah. So you got your 2 Death Shroud in the middle.
Yeah.
Picked up the squad of 20.
Yeah.
and Khan, but Khan stands back up
Yeah.
out of combat.
Yeah. And then I'll send you another picture of it just for fun, because you'll see what the result of me culling the horde was.
I was going to say, this is going to put your Terminators potentially in the middle.
So there should, where the two closest to you, we lifted the terrain up so we could see. So there's a squad of his Terminators there. My spawn hanging around, but there's a very big axe looking at me.
Yeah, the knight's there, ready to come into those.
He's
those
like
Death Shroud.
2 inches away from me at this point. So luckily, it wasn't enough for him to heroic. But now I've got 2 squads of Death Shroud just standing there, watching him.
Yeah, waiting for the inevitable charge in.
Yeah, and you can see there's a Land Raider with a nice line of sight on me as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we go into this. That was my turn 2. Pretty happy with that.
So the end of your turn 2.
Yeah.
What are the scores looking like?
So end of my turn 2, I am on I'm on 5, 10, 15, 18 for me, and he's on 4.
Okay.
So we go into his second turn. He won't get anything for primary because he came off his home, and I have the mid board.
Okay? Yeah, because you got your Death Shroud on the mid board.
Yep.
You got your spawn on another one.
Yep.
Okay, so he's got nothing on his primary, but he's potentially in this is only turn 2, and he's potentially in a very dangerous position.
So his turn 2, what do we do? Boop, boop, boop. So he put everything into that closest Death Shroud.
Yeah.
Destroyed him. Charged in with the knight, destroyed him. Lord of Contagion gives him assassinate.
Yeah.
Rolled a 1, didn't stand back up.
Oh no.
Yeah. And in the rest of his turn elsewhere, like his Land Raiders moved. He has 2 Land Raiders on full wounds. They moved up. One of them came round onto one objective. One of them just sat in the middle. Took all the center objectives off me because I just didn't have the bodies.
Yeah.
So that was that. So that was his turn 2. He stormed hostile, but he only assassinated 1. So he got 8 points there.
Okay, fine.
Still behind. But we're going to my turn. The only objective I held on turn 3 was my primary, so no points.
Yeah, because you don't get that for hidden supplies.
No, but then I got defend and I got storm. Turn 3, defend was easy. He said, we literally, as I drew it, he's like, I'm not going to get to you, because there was, luckily, I still had stuff in the middle, so he wasn't going to be able to charge me. And he wasn't that interested. And then I managed to get storm by charging 10 Poxwalkers. No, I advanced 10 Poxwalkers, got 4 of them on the point, because the Land Raider is 5 OC.
Yeah.
And then I moved my drone up just to get storm. And then I charged the drone, tried to tank shock it.
Of course, yeah.
And then he ran me over and killed that drone.
Right. So the Land Raider, the heavy armored tracks of the Land Raider, did for the drone.
Yeah,
excellent work.
Yeah, but his turn, this was probably not too bad. Like I managed to take some primary off of him, so he got 10 points. He didn't kill anything assassinate wise, but he did storm, because when he ran that drone over, he took that back off me.
Yeah,
so that was another 14 points for him. We went into turn 4, so I only got 5 on the primary again, and I got what did I get? I got cleanse, which I burnt because I didn't want to do actions, because I just didn't have that much going on.
Yep.
I got established locus, and I had assassinate, and the only so I overwatched and killed Khan. I should mention that before. Right?
Before you got assassinate.
Before I got assassinate, because I didn't want him coming at me. He ran, so I sprayed him with the Death Shroud that were left and killed him. Shouldn't have done that. Because the only character left after that was the knight.
I was going to say the knight counts as a character, doesn't he?
18 wounds.
Right.
But we did get established. I got because I'd already got the 2 Plaguecasters out.
Yeah.
And I went and I moved them into his home objective. I was just close enough. He overwatched and killed 1.
Right.
With a Land Raider, just melted it. I think it was like 8 wounds onto one of them.
They only needed one. You only need 1 shot to go through, right?
Yeah, one got through though, and one managed to establish in his home. So I got 4 points there. So that was fine. And then I think, what did I say? Note. So the only character left was that. But then he did kill the rest of the Death Shroud
Yeah.
and the Lord of Contagion, who stands back up on a 2, and I rolled a 1.
Again.
Honestly.
Again,
You can't make it up.
You've got broken Death Shroud.
I know I said in the first game, the Tallyman did really well. In this game, he was 50-50, so he was okay. But turn 5 came. I scored 5 for the primary because I just had 1 out in no man's land.
Yeah.
Then I got rid of Assassinate, and then I got Extend Battle Lines and Mark for Death. So at this point, I had my 10. So the Land Raider, where I got the 5 points for primary, I should say, there's a Land Raider on one side that I had just committed my 10-man Plague Marines and characters and the 2 Spawn, or 1 Spawn, sorry. And we were just literally, I was chipping and chipping and chipping away, I think from like turn 3. Because this infantry unit should be point and delete, even at something a bit tougher, because I spent a CP to re-roll hit rolls and wound rolls on that unit, thinking that will help me get rid of this Land Raider. So by going into turn 3, it had 3 wounds left because I just had not done anything good to enough to it. So Mark for Death, he actually picked that Land Raider as one of his, and the other Land Raider. He could have picked a squad of 10 berserkers that were tucked out the way, but there were. I think maybe it was a charity pick because I was lagging here. And I don't know if he thought I was going to manage it with the little I had left.
Right.
Because what actually killed it, because I managed to chip him down. And then my Biologist Putrefier died while the Land Raider was on 1 wound. And he gets Deadly Demise. So
blew up.
Out of spite, I spent my last CP, blew him up, and took the Land Raider out.
There you go.
So that was like the moral victory for me. And then I got Extend because I just had that objective and my home. And then we're going to, obviously, he scored at the end.
Yeah.
So at this point, he used his knight. He was basically an inch away from the Tallyman. He shot and killed the Malignant Plaguecaster.
Oh yeah, because he's got Assassinate, hasn't he? Yeah.
Then he charged my Tallyman, killed my Tallyman for Assassinate, and got my objective. So so that was that. So that was how the game ended. For notes, that was it. So yeah, that was pretty much it. We finished with 40 minutes left.
Okay, so another quick game.
Yeah, 60-90, and I was tabled on this game because his berserkers. I should have said the last thing was the berserkers charged the rhino that was on a couple of wounds, and he killed that.
Right. Okay, so fine.
I finished with 30 points behind, no models on the table.
So a tough second game following a tough first game.
Yes. So we're on a 5-game losing streak.
But normally, so in a tournament, your afternoon game comes quite thick and fast. So the bonus is you have got a break now.
Yeah, that was it. So that break, I sat there and pretty much I went and got 10 minutes of fresh air because it was so hot in there.
Yeah.
I got some fresh air, typed up the notes for that, what I could remember. Had a little cry.
Yeah, understandable.
Wash my hands.
That felt like whereas the first one is just like, Eldar trickery, lots of as you said, precise play. Coming up against someone that's got all of the World Eaters and by the sounds of it plays them like very lore friendly in terms of he's just going to charge in and
fight. Oh, absolutely. Honestly, and it's so funny because his Terminators were fine. Like one squad of Terminators, he had 1 left at the end because my Plague Marines got in and killed 4 of them.
Right.
But then the Berserkers came and just went, yeah, thanks for that. We'll kill you now. Yeah. And he weren't afraid. Like, he weren't afraid of anything. And that night moved from like his deployment zone to my home objective, and not just onto my objective, behind the terrain, like into my like basically like where I would have put Mortarion to start with.
Yeah, well, you know, knights are that's what's tricky about the knights. They're
Yeah.
quick and they can move through terrain as long as you take a was it a battle shock test or something for them? I
Yeah,
can't remember what it is.
yeah,
But you
yeah.
can
And
just you just
he
wander
never
through it.
he never failed a battle shock test. He did really not like good for him.
Yeah.
But no, it was
Okay.
another good game. Like he played them well, knew what he was doing, knew what they were about. Yeah, and it was a good game. But that was that one. So
Okay.
then
So you're none for two. You've had a real tough time, two different ways.
Yeah.
And also in two different ways, your Death Shroud have let you down.
Oh yeah, I mean the second time they were fine. Yeah, I guess the Lords of Contagion let me down that time. I'm not standing back
Yeah,
up. But
exactly.
also, I guess it stopped him getting like 100 points because that was two more assassinates he couldn't get.
Yeah, true.
So are you ready for the third and final list?
I'm looking forward to it. So at this point, what like were the tables actually set up with where you were where
Yeah,
you were supposed to be? So
yeah. So I started on 9, went to 7, and then on this one I go to table 10.
fine. Okay, fine.
I haven't
So
travelled too far.
fine. To table 10. So you
And
should
then
be up against someone who's also had a bit of a day of it as well.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
And this was Scorched Earth and what's it called? Search and Destroy. So your deployment zones are the table quarter.
Table quarters, yeah. So that's the standard sort of setup for a 3 day with those sort of table layouts. And then Scorched Earth is the one where you've got to burn the objectives. Well, you don't have to, but you get bonuses for burning the objectives.
You remember that game where I burnt an objective straight away and then didn't score any points afterwards? So I had that in the back of my mind.
Don't burn too early.
Yeah.
So for those listening in, the list that John shared. So this is Emperor's Children, playing Coterie of the Conceited, which is widely regarded as the way to play Emperor's Children.
Yeah.
Because although Fulgrim's not particularly competitive, even in his own detachment, although he's better, he's still maybe a bit overcosted. The way that everyone plays it is exactly the way that this list looks. It's the Emperor's Children with maxed out demon princes with wings, which is what he's got. So he's got his 3 demon princes with wings. Then he's got, interestingly, 3 Lord Exultants and a Lord Cacophonist. So that's fine. So the Exultants are leading. I don't know what are they leading. Are they leading?
They must have been with the Infractors and the Tormentors, or maybe the Tormentors. I can't quite remember.
He's just clear. He's probably just dished them about because no one, unless the Cacophonist was on his own, but. Yeah,
definitely leading stuff. I can't remember because by this point my brain was melting.
And then he's got 2 Chaos Rhinos.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Oh no, there we go. And then he's got a Mauler Fiend because he needs something for anti-tank. And then he's got a load of Noise Marines. That's where the Cacophonists go.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the usual very nasty Emperor's Children list. It looks like it's quite a meta build for what you'd want for Emperor's Children if you had all of the units available.
Yeah.
Good on him for painting it all because there's a lot of models there that need.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it was really, really cool. It'd gone for like a snow, like his base is all snowy. So on his Noise Marines, like the mouths and that are all like iced over. They're really cool.
Oh, very good. So he's also gone 2 losses.
He's also gone 2 losses.
He's also gone 2 losses. And who had he? Did you speak to him and find out who he faced on the way?
I did. Yeah, I can tell you at the end because I've got everything saved.
I was just curious to see what his day might have been like. So at the moment, you're not had a good day, but you've gone first twice.
Yeah.
So the roll off. Are you first or second?
So, do you know how many times it took for us to find out who was getting defender attacker?
Did you keep rolling?
4 times. We rolled ones, and we both were rolling 1s and 2s.
A good omen.
So it was the 5th attempt. I got defender, so I got to infiltrate and deploy first, which was nice. And then he got first turn.
Okay, so
Neither of us wanted first turn, but he got that.
fine. So you've got the benefit. Sorry, yeah, because you went second in the first game, didn't you? So you
Yeah.
got the benefit of going second in terms of, especially for what's it called? Whatever it is, burn it down or
Scorched
whatever it
Earth,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, scorched earth. Because burning on the last turn is a real bonus because
Yeah.
you can capture the objectives and then you can burn them, so you get even more potential to get points. Okay, so this is all in your favour, John. This is looking good.
It's all looking green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So turn one, he drew probably the worst first turn draw of cards you can get. Bring it down and mark for death.
Yeah, so he has to take them both.
Yeah.
And
Okay, he could have burnt one, but he obviously wanted his CP and he knew
yeah,
he was going to score, so which he didn't. So he burnt them both at the end and
oh
just
wow,
CP
okay,
because because we again. So again, just to go back, I had just the Death Shroud in Deep Strike, and I think he had everything on the board as well.
right, fine.
So, but he staged well. Like he moved everything into position where I was like, if anything I poke out this turn, he's going to die. But there was nothing, so he didn't expose anything, so there was nothing for me to shoot at. So my first turn, I got aerial denial and extend battle lines. So aerial denial, I moved some poxwalkers, a couple of like literally through the wall. So I got aerial denial.
Yep.
That I was able to. Oh, sorry, did I say extend on fronts? That was what I got. No, extend battle lines. So then all I did was then move the poxwalkers on my other objective onto that. So I got aerial denial.
Yep.
Extend for 2. So it was all good. Good first turn. 9 points to me. But nothing happened. Like that was the most. We didn't do any shooting, no charging, just staging.
So a quick first turn. Everything's a bit cagey. He doesn't get anything to score. You do.
Yeah.
Good start. Good.
Nice. Yeah. So turn 2. Right. This is what I don't know why, because you think chaos. I think right. Movement is world eaters. But I always forget Emperor's Children have the movement as well.
Yep. They run quite a long way.
Yeah, a lot. So one of his demon princes came out.
Oh, because they also, sorry, just the Emperor's Children detachment thing is that they can advance and charge, can't they? As long as they don't advance and charge the same target. Yeah.
Well, I will say for the first turn as well, because he has to pledge to kill stuff.
Yeah.
If he gets his pledges, he wins. So the first round, he pledged he would kill nothing. He killed nothing. That was fine. I think for this turn, he may have picked 3. I can't quite remember. Anyway, so he gets 10 for primaries because of staging well.
Yep.
He got defend stronghold. Good turn because I'm not going to get there. He did get assassinate, but I didn't really have any characters where he could see. So he burnt that. And then he got storm hostile. So Demon Prince comes out, jumps onto the poxwalkers. He charged them. I think that was pretty much the only real thing that happened. He charged poxwalkers. He does impact mortals as well.
Yeah.
And with my Feel No Pains, he only killed 2 poxwalkers with that demon prince in the whole phase. Right. And then basically, so I had enough poxwalkers on there to hold that. Then I wanted to try and stop him from defending his stronghold. So in my turn 2, I got 10 points for primary. I got tempting target, which I think he picked the one with the demon prince on.
Yeah.
And then engage on all fronts. So I moved my chaos spawn on the bottom into 1 table quarter.
Yep.
I had 2 naturally. Then I thought, right, so defend stronghold on him, drop in some Death Shroud.
Death Shroud are coming in the back.
Managed to move. So they had to go in 9 inches, unfortunately.
Did you?
Because they weren't afflicted because it was on his own objective. So 9-inch charge. Well, didn't make it. But we got 4 table quarters.
Yeah, give it a go. Sometimes it comes off. Makes sense.
What did I do? So the other thing that he did, so in his turn, his Mauler Fiend came up onto my natural expansion objective. So I managed to get it. It took all 3 drones
Yeah.
to bring it down to a couple of wounds. And I
Okay.
had to charge and tank shock the rhino to kill it. So again, 3 drones. Morphines haven't got that many wounds, and I did the reroll strat, and I couldn't pick up the Morphine, and that's strength 10, and it would have been toughness
9.
9 or 8 because it would have been in
8.
contagion. So I
Right.
was wounding on freeze. So
Hitting on freeze, wounded on freeze, and re-rolling hits.
3 drones going into it didn't do the job. The rhino had to charge it and tank shock it to kill it, which was fine because it does the job. But those 3 drones that I've been so excited to run in a free for months and not paying off. So, but we killed that, so that was fine, and that was pretty much turn 2.
Yep.
So turn 3, I managed to stop him scoring too much. He only got 5 for the primary. He got behind enemy lines, which he burnt because he weren't going to get there.
Yeah.
Sabotage, recover assets. He did both of those quite easily because he had the assets. So his Demon Prince fell back out of the Poxwalkers because obviously he just couldn't handle my Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, as well, the Poxwalkers in the fight phase, I actually managed to chip a couple of wounds off of him, which was quite funny for a Demon Prince. So then he positioned again. He was playing a bit stagey here, so he didn't expose too much, but his Demon Princes started coming out. And then what did we do here? So he managed. He had stuff hidden that he did recover and sabotage in there. He didn't really do too much else to me, which was quite lucky because I still had a lot of stuff hidden, and I'd killed that Morphine, so I didn't have to worry about his plasma guns. So then in my turn, because that was a very quick turn.
Yeah.
My turn, 10 for primary, recover assets, overwhelming force. So at this point, the Demon Prince had fallen back off the Poxwalker, who come and stood next to my Rhino.
Yeah.
Which he charged, didn't kill it. So I got all my Marines out the Rhino, the 10-man, moved the Rhino out the way, fell that back, put everything into the Demon Prince, and 1 drone. So I managed to kill that Demon Prince, which was nice. The other drone managed to kill some Noise Marines, dropped in some Death Shroud, charged them. The other Death Shroud got onto his objective, charged those Noise Marines, killed them. But he heroicked with a Demon Prince and then spent the CP and said, "Now you have to put everything into the Demon Prince rather than the Marines."
Yeah.
The Lord of Contagion one-shotted him.
I was going to say that I don't know whether he should have done that.
No, I think he thought he could resist it, but the problem is I had dev wounds.
Yeah.
And when you roll 3 devs and they're 3 damage each down to 2 damage each, but you've already done the work, it was unfortunate. But he did stand back up on 6 wounds, I think.
Okay.
Because he had a enhancement. So that
maybe that's why he did it then. Maybe he did it for that.
Because he knew it was coming back. But so those Noise Marines were still there. But so that turn, I managed to kill 2 Demon Princes in that turn. So I was quite happy with that. So that was quite a brutal one. And I did start burning the objective where the Poxwalkers had started down in the corner.
Yeah.
Because I'd got the 5-man Plague Marines out. So because he had a lot of staging coming, so I moved the Poxwalkers up so they were covering off the point.
Yeah.
And I used because they recovered as well. And I used the Plague Marines that were hidden behind the terrain to burn it.
Burning.
If he charges me, he's not getting it. So that was probably my most tournament pro move I did the entire day, because I was like, cool, I've actually managed to do some move blocking. So that was fine. What did I get? So I got the defend stronghold was my thing, and I got bring it down. So the Maul of one of the Demon Princes was bring it down.
Yep.
Then going to the last term, he only scored 5 on the primary, but he got extend and secure, which he did because he extended just by being on the middle objective. And then he started burning 1 objective as well.
Yeah.
So he did that. And then what did we say in turn 4? Yes. In his turn as well, he did fight and kill some Death Shroud.
Yeah.
And the Lord of Contagion, who stands back up on a 2, didn't stand back up. 3 times.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that was when he burnt an objective. So turn 4, we'd both burnt one objective. So turn 5, yeah, he only got 5 because he had the middle objective at this point, and he got extend for holding it, and he got secure for it as well.
Yeah.
So then my turn, final turn, I score at the end, got my defend, I got no prisoners and sabotage. So Plague Marines who were over in the corner with nothing to do, they sabotaged, not a problem. I pushed 3 drones onto the middle objective, killed everything that was on it, and took that with 2 drones, and then my 3rd drone started burning it. So that was good. Managed to kill his other demon prince, and then sabotage. So no prisoners. I scored 4 points because I killed 2 things: a demon prince and a squad of noise marines. And that was it. And then I burnt, so I got max for primaries at the end because I held 2 and I burnt 1. So I think that was it. So game 3 was 64-95 to the Death Guard.
There we go.
We really had to like claw it, although it was quite a big gap at the end. It was a bit of a claw for it because he just I think what he did was we were both worried about exposing anything, and he stayed back 1 turn too long.
Yeah.
But I never really like my rhino because we were doing that. It's hard to like force each other to do something because he never exposed anything I wanted to kill, and I wasn't willing to put my rhino and my drones out for him to then put noise, because noise marines are horrible, especially 3 squads of them. So I was just purposely staying out the way.
Yeah.
So we said that. Yeah, I think he could have been more aggressive and got onto the points if he'd wanted to, because although he was scared, if he'd killed the Poxwalkers, then 5 melee marines down there wouldn't have done anything. The rhino wouldn't have done too much. He would have started picking stuff up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was just like, it was just, I'll take the victory. It was very nice for like a long day.
No, absolutely.
It does mean, though, Shane, you are still the only award-winning member of the team.
Well, I was going to say, I think even if you'd lost that last one, which well done, by the way, on picking it up at the end. Even if you'd lost the last one, yes. I think the way you'd scored points, you probably wouldn't have been at the bottom anyway, right?
No. So, Glenn? There was 22 players. Would you like to know, or could you guess what faction came last?
Grey Knights?
They're not Green Knights, they're Grey Knights.
Excellent.
So they came last. But interestingly enough, because of the way it works with this scoring thing, so I came 12th overall. So 61, 60, 95, still got 12th. So the chap who beat me game 2 with the World Eaters, he came 13th.
Did he? Did he win? Did he only win against you?
Yeah, so it was he lost 58, won 90, lost 62.
Gotcha.
And then the chap who beat me turn 1 with the Eldar, he beat me 88.
Yeah.
Then he lost 53.
Yeah.
Lost 57 and placed 17th.
So
what
a day.
The two people that beat me, I managed to place above. I don't understand. I know there's a logic to it, but it's mental.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like they thrashed me. Absolutely. I got tabled, and I still come above the person who tabled me. It's such a weird game. This.
Yeah. Out of interest, what faction won it?
So, it was Necrons.
Oh, okay. Which detachment?
Pantheon.
It was the Pantheon.
There was 4 Necron players.
Yeah.
There was 3 Pantheon and 1. Is it Destroyer? The
new the Cursed Legion.
So there's a guy I played one of the Gravesend ones, one of the Metashock.
Yeah.
Like he played Wake of Dynasty, so it was so he was there, and obviously he said hello. He was playing Pantheon, and he got a Pantheon mirror match
Right.
first game, and he was on the table by me, and I overheard him saying to him because they both ran for Catan,
I was going to say, so Nightbringer,
Void Dragon,
Void Dragon,
and then
Deceiver,
yeah,
and Transcendent.
that's it, yeah. So
Yeah.
they were both doing. Now I think I don't know what the rest say, but I overheard him say basically it's a stat check game.
Yeah,
Whoever can
that's
roll
it.
the most fours wins. And they would say like so they said the first person to kill a shard will win the game, and that's exactly what happened. He said, yeah, whoever he was playing killed one of his Catan, and after that the army just folded.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, it's a brutal. It's exactly right. It's a brutal army, and it is exactly that stat check.
yeah.
For Catan is just that's just horrible.
It's crazy.
It's mean.
But just out of interest, then, so Necrons won.
Yeah.
And the guy who won, he won one of the tournaments we went to. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah.
Okay.
Second place, undefeated, Orcs.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't know the detachment, so I'll have to tell you later, otherwise it'll take too long. And third and final, undefeated, was Black Templars.
So only 3 undefeated.
Yeah.
That's quite good. Yeah,
Then fourth was Necrons, Custodes fifth, Templars sixth, Thousand Sun seventh.
Yeah, I did see that there was 1,000 Sun player in the list.
And he was saying, I only briefly spoke to him. He was saying he doesn't see why Terminators are so popular because he was running it and he can't get on with it. So I don't know if it's like personal player choice or just obviously like not doing it right. But he was like, I was running the Terminator one, although he won his last 2 games pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying he was a fan of it.
I suppose it's like when I've like seen it discussed online, it's like it only really works if you're running like really at least 2 of those squads need to be 10. Like you should try and run 3 squads of Terminators, and 2 of them need to be 10 men.
Yeah.
So you've got to be having like 25 Terminators minimum to run it.
Yeah.
Anything less, and it doesn't. It's just not as effective. So I wonder, was he running what?
I didn't really get a good look, because it was between games and he already put most of the stuff away, so I couldn't really have a look. I don't think I can't. I'll afterwards. I'll send you his list. I can't remember seeing Magnus. No, he did have Magnus. He did.
Oh, he did. That's interesting. And was he? And he was running. If he was running the rubric detachment, the rubric A one, then yeah, it's a bit half and half. Like you don't need Magnus in that detachment.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, I suppose. But 2 wins.
2 wins, yeah, and good wins. Like his loss was 46, but then he got 98-80.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
So it might have been between the first and second game where he was a bit down, and then afterwards figured out how Terminators work.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then out of interest, like 8th was Gene Stealers, 98, 69, 55 with their loss. Next was Space Marines. I'm not sure what they were. Might have been Imperial Fist because someone was running around with a lot of yellow tanks.
Yeah.
Black Templars 10th, Tau 11th. They lost 2, but their middle game they got 100. So
okay,
that was a good score. Then 12th, Mighty Death Guard. 13th, World Eaters, and then 14th was Necrons. That was Star Shuttle. No, that was Pantheon.
Yeah.
15th, Necrons, Destroyer.
Yeah.
16th, World Eaters. 17th, Eldari, the one who smashed me in the first game. Sisters, 18th. Blood Angels, 19th. Chaos Space Marines, 20th. Emperor's Children, Grey Knights. So
there we go.
That was the tournament.
Very good. Interesting. I'm not surprised to see that many, like 4 out of that many, four Necron lists. Everyone's playing Necron at the moment. Yeah. If they've got them. Interesting that there were 3 Black Templars. That's that's definitely over the average that you tend to see. So
and that they've done quite well as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I keep saying to Dave, like he might be the meta. They might have seen his list. It was like, yeah, 3rd place was 3 undefeated, 6th place 100 points, 35 for the second game, so I don't know what he went into there.
Yeah.
But then his last game was 90 points. And then the other one who come 10th, 82, 15. So I really don't know what that was. And then 76.
Were
So,
they all? I suppose you wouldn't know necessarily unless like.
I mean, I can sort of go back and have a look.
What like do you know like what quickly what detachment were they all running the Black Templar detachment or were they running some of the more Space Marine ones?
So one of them was running Gladius.
Yeah, classic.
And then the one who went undefeated was running Strike Force, Bastion
Okay.
Task Force.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not sure if that's the Black Templary one.
I don't
And then the
think it is,
last
but
one was Bastion Task Force as well.
Bastion Task
It was
Force.
interesting that the Black Templar losses. So the one who lost 35, oh sorry, the one who lost 35 points, the guy who won overall beat him 100, so it was 135, and that was Necron's Pantheon.
Right.
And then the other Black Templars in their losing game also went up against Necron's Pantheon, and that was 96-15. So Black Templars don't like shards.
It turns out not a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bastion. I just checked it. Bastion is one of the Space Marine detachments. So again,
Okay.
I think that's the issue that a lot of people are having with Black Templars at the moment is that they want to play their like lore detachment, but it's not really working for them.
But every game is weird. Every game finished with between 35 and 40 minutes left. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
And because I won, I knew I wasn't going to get the wooden spoon, so I didn't hang around for the awards this time because I wasn't going to get a photo of you this time.
Yeah, you don't need to clap everyone else.
And then I drove home in fear of
Ah,
what was
yes.
happening when I walked through the door because I knew you wanted to mention this before we finished.
Yeah, so like hot news rolling in on the little group we've got for discussing all things Warhammer, and turns out that you got rumbled by a charge going through on your joint account by your better half, John. That originally she believed it could have been fraud based on this, but it wasn't supposed to be coming out the account until payday. So it was clearly whoever you were buying from as well.
No, I wouldn't blame them. I would blame a clerical error of just pushing the button too early.
Fine, but the bit that was intriguing was obviously she rightly assumed it was for Warhammer stuff.
Yeah.
And then you'd mentioned it. He made you an offer you couldn't refuse. So now I'm interested.
So
what is this?
Bearing in mind, okay, what I'm going to say, I felt I was very restrained, yeah, and this could have been a lot worse than it was, and everyone should be very grateful that I thought, no, I'm going to be conservative with my purchases. So somebody put on in the local gaming group we go to, or the club, I've got a Death Guard army, fully assembled but unpainted, and he listed loads of stuff. Like there was, you with that you could have gone to a tournament plus with the amount of stuff this guy was selling.
Really tempting for you then.
Yeah, so it was blah, 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 blah. I asked him what he had, and he had am I going to be able to find the message really quickly? Otherwise, so he had a rhino, a crawler, a blight hauler, a drone, a hellbrute, 2 blobs of plague marines, a normal chaos space marine lord, not interested in that, plague marine champion, a plague caster, 12 blight lords, 2 lords of contagion, two lords of contagion, chaos spawn, 32 poxwalkers, some cultists, a blightbringer, typhus, blightspawn, tallyman, a plague surgeon, a putrefier, and another plague marine champion. So I could have bought all of that and been very poor.
Yeah,
I didn't. I spent £111 plus £4 of postage on 33 Poxwalkers, some Plague Marines,
Yeah.
a Blight Drone, a Blight Hauler, and another set of Spawn. So I was very conservative.
Okay.
And I made big savings because the drone's like 35 quid. I think a hauler's about 18 quid. Poxwalkers ain't cheap for what they are. They sell them overpriced. Plague Marines ain't cheap. And Spawn are about 20 odd quid as well. So I think I've saved myself a few pound at least.
Fine. And you've now got, so they're going to turn up fully assembled.
Yep.
So you don't need to put them together. No, based or just?
Nope, nothing. They're all grey.
Fine.
So there's nothing tainted on there.
Fine. So ready, but you don't need to build them. So that's going to save you a bit of time. And this also now means then you've got enough Poxwalkers to run your Poxwalker detachment in full.
Yes, because I did think I had 77 Poxwalkers, but I found one. So I'm on 78. So when these arrive, I'll be on 100 Poxwalkers. Right. So that'll be a long bit of batch painting, but worth it. And like I said, now this tournament's done and I haven't got any more planned, Virulum Victorum is being retired.
Right.
Like, do not open unless there's an emergency. And I'm going to play all the other detachments till the codex runs out, probably in June, if that's what the plan is.
Yeah, because we've got suspected new edition over the summer.
Yeah.
We've got in just 5 days, I think it is just 5 days, I forwarded you the email, just 5 days, the tickets go on sale for the London GT.
Yes.
Which is in September. So it doesn't matter what we're playing right now, because if there is a new edition by that point, everything will change anyway.
Yeah.
So it's more about having to think about what army you want to run, not necessarily what detachment or anything else, because it may all be different.
Yeah.
Right.
So, a bit of experimentation. Time. Yeah.
So the overall shot is that you did nothing wrong, and that actually you've saved money, which is as good as making money.
Yeah, because could you imagine if I bought them new?
Yeah.
It would have cost me at least a third more than that.
So if anything, you should be being thanked.
It's an investment, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
I don't know. On TikTok, I made a video like I'm on the road to 7,000 points. Well, I've painted the 2 drones. I'm over 7,000 points. So the next thing now is 8,000 points.
Yeah, this is true.
And I've only got one squad of Plague Marines over there. That's not enough. That's 95 points.
How many Plague Marines have you now got in total?
Oh, I'd have to get that. I won't bore you and sit down there and count them now. But I will have at least 8 more in a few days' time.
Because you'd max out at what, 60? Because they're battle lines. So you can
battle lines. So you can run, because you can run 6, can't you? So it would be 60.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you 60s.
I don't have 60 Plague Marines yet. So
yet.
I'll see if he's got any more. Maybe just a couple of days before next payday, I'll see if I can spend another 100 quid off of him.
Yeah, I'm sure that will go down really well.
No, I've got to pay for bloody London GT tickets next. That's it.
Yes, that one is. As I said, luckily for me, it is after payday, so that'll be what's going. That's where that money's going.
Yeah. But
cool.
Hopefully that was fairly interesting, at least. And that was a victory at the end, so it was worth it.
That's exactly it. Yeah, you get one out of 3. That's not bad at all. Tournament play is always a bit more difficult, so that's good stuff. I was going to say on that, we've done a longer one tonight. Gone over a little bit of the normal one, but. I think it was worth it just to hear the tale of the 3 battles, and whether the tournament was tournament woe or tournament whoa. I don't know how you feel about it. Maybe more of the woe, but
yeah, as long as you're winning one, that's all you can. If you're getting outplayed, winning one is nice. The way to finish it.
Yeah,
at least you haven't got to launch the army off the Medway Bridge on the way home.
No, that is very true.
Yeah.
Right. Well, on that note, thank you everyone for joining. For those that have watched live, for those that haven't, to find out afterwards, obviously like and subscribe, as everything helps. And we hope you enjoyed it, and join us for our next one.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay, we're done. That's it.
Nice one.